Welcome to Black Girl Say Something, where this black girl has something to say, and it is a 8. And if you manifest, today's a great day to do so. So I'm manifesting great things for me, and I hope you're manifesting great things for you. But on another note, in 11 days, my son will be 11 years old, and I'm grateful and thankful. I put a video out there on TikTok, and he received a donation for his birthday, and so he decided he want to use that money to go get pizza on this Good Friday. So that's what he's going to do. But with that being said, I want to take the time to talk about the fact that, hey, y'all, guess what? If y'all been listening, your girl got a little jobby job. We're going to be teaching at a college. I'm going to be teaching one course. They wanted me for 2 because they like me so much. But, with credentialing and all of that good stuff, and they got to look at your transcripts, and it's like you go to school for all of that for them to say, hey, you might have taught this class somewhere else, but here, that's not going to fly. And that's okay. We take the small wins where we can get them. And really and truthfully, it's a big win. Because with that being said, this is the time to manifest the financial abundance, the financial opportunities coming through. And I knew it was going to come through for me because essentially the stars had aligned and the planets were moving. And it was said whatever you did on July 24th was going to come full circle. And on July 24th was the day I had an interview and had to do a teaching demo. And so look at that. I mean, you believe in what you believe in, but study of ology is the study of. So if you believe in numerology, you believe in the study of numbers. If you believe in astrology, you believe in the study of astrological events, and so on and so forth. But with that being said, I'm excited. The kids are excited for me. My daughter told me the other day, she said, Mommy, I'm so proud of you. And I was like, yeah, me too. Because, a good tree gonna bear good fruit, and sometimes it takes a little bit longer for the fruit to bear. But let's talk about the fact that when you are in community with people, when you are in companionship with people, when you are in any type of ship with people, you have to be mindful of what they're allowing to happen around them and with them spiritually, because it can essentially affect you as well. And I found that to be true in just the last 4 years of my life. And really and truthfully, I'm manifesting that this divorce can be over before this year is over. Like, I want it to be amicable. I would like for it to be peaceful. I would like for it to be in a place. I'm not even in a headspace where I'm like, I have to keep the house. I was in that space. But the reality is, the bigger and better of things that I want to do with my degree is going to require me to go abroad. It's going to require me to do some great things. My daughter has been looking at colleges. She getting ready to move away in just as little as a few years, right? So, at the end of the day got to end, and I'm ready for this thing to be over. So hopefully, who's ever listening to this, you are manifesting that Black Girl Say Something can be divorced before 2025 is over as well. We've been in the middle of this thing since 2021. It's like, at this point, it has a bachelor's degree of its own, okay? With that being said, I'm thankful and I'm grateful for what's happening in my social media life. I don't know if I shared with y'all, but I have been really working, not just manifesting, because behind that manifestation, you got to put in some work. So I had really been manifesting and putting in the work in my content, creating quality content, tagging the brands that I want to work with consistently, at least a couple times a day. It's receiving traction. They want to work with me. And I'm like, oh, shoot, yeah, this is for real. You asked for it. You have to prepare for what you prayed for. I think I said that a few episodes ago. And I've been preparing, and I've been praying, but I've also been preparing. And, they say faith without works is dead. But the key part that people don't understand, you got to put that work behind that faith. You can't just sit in the faith and believe that things are going to happen. Some of it is going to require you to put them boots on the ground and get to work. And some of it is going to require you to till that ground so that you can see the fruit be bared. And I don't know who this is for, but honestly, I'm somebody, I told y'all, my misery don't like company. And I'm also somebody that was like, I've been working hard. When am I going to see the fruit? I was that person. I am still that person, because not only do I do a good work in everything that I find my hands to do, I do it fruitful, and I do it abundantly, and I do it faithfully, and I do it to the best of the highest of my ability. And so when I don't see it come to fruition, I know it's not someday, it's not today, but it will be someday. And I sit with that a lot of times. Like, when is the someday, right? But I also have faith in myself. I have faith in the higher power that be. I have faith in God. I have faith in the fact that I am, who he said I am, and I can do all of the things that I put my mind to. And so with that being said, moving more purposefully, moving more intentional. Yes, this is just a part-time gig that I have, but also too, on the ring side of it, the good news is I did secure a contract with what I've been working on as it relates to my own curriculum. So I secured that contract. I also was so excited that I did offer a deal. Y'all know I create my own courses. Racial Disparities in Healthcare, Healthcare as Politics are 2 courses that I've created as part of professional development. And the link is in the description of this episode. So if you're interested, when you register for both classes, when you purchase both classes, that's how you register. Using code Fall Semester, you can receive 50% off of one of the courses, bringing your total down significantly. Also, I own an optical called Top Notch Eyewear. We are mobile and virtual, servicing Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach. But with that being said, we have a sale. It's a back to school sale running all month for the month of August, where you can get 45% off your frames, no promo code needed, and that's at topnotcheyes.com. And links to everything will be in the description of this episode. Subscribe to Patreon, like us on TikTok, subscribe on YouTube, like us on Facebook, all of that good stuff. But what I want from me is good things, great things. I am great. I do great. I am greatness. If something was said that resonated with you, share this with at least one person. And don't forget, you can tune into Black Girl Say Something every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, we're posting a little bit late, but better late than never. Because, y'all, I'm a working girl now. I was at orientation, and I wanted to pre-record the episode, but I also wanted to give y'all my fresh thoughts. Because this Black girl have something to say, I wanted to come fresh up off the orientation and say, y'all, I did it. But you got to put some work behind that thing, because the reality is, I said this over on YouTube while I was doing my Get Ready With Me to go sign my offer letter. I applied for a job that asked for a certain credential that I didn't have. And that's where I'm at. I'm applying for the things that I know I can do. Sometimes they don't know you can do it. You just got to apply for that thing. So with that being said, thank you for listening, and thank you for all of your support. And if you want to donate to my son's birthday fund, there is a Cash App in the description of this episode, and it's also in the bio of the TikTok as well. Thank you for listening.